Hi everybody, I'm Joey Paul and I'm an indie author and welcome back to my channel. It can be daunting when you're newly writing to find people who are also writers and that you can get along with, and for a long time I had 0 writing buddies and I found it really isolating, but that's changed in the past couple of years or so, and so I'm giving you my 5 tips when it comes to making writer friends. Number 1, social media helps. I found a lot of writing friends through social media, whether that be Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram or YouTube. It can be a great tool to help you reach out and connect with other writers and make friends. One of the biggest things that happened in the past couple of years is I got more active on Twitter and Instagram. I also reached out to more Authortubers, and because of that my writing friends list has grown. I have people that I not only reach out to find what they're up to, but people who are invested in my writing projects as well. It's an amazing way of bringing like-minded people together. Some of my best writing friends I've made have been through social media, one or the other, and because of that we're able to cheer each other up and on while we're going through our issues or with our projects. You don't have to stick to your chosen publication path. I know and follow a mix of traditional, indie and hybrid authors, and I found their support invaluable. The same can be said for sticking with one social media. I know that it can be daunting to have a lot of them and to try and stay active and still get work and writing done, so I'd advise sticking with 2 to begin with and branching out if and when you're able. Personally, I find writing Twitter to be huge and full of people from all walks of life, which allows you to find people you don't clash with and with whom you can be friends. So this is the big tip for you. Find those you like and reach out and make a connection and possibly a friendship. Bearing in mind, number 2, you don't have to stick to genre. Both genre and age classification don't have to be kept strictly separate. While yes, there are some writers who prefer only to talk to those who also write in young adult or also write fantasy, it doesn't have to be like that if you don't want it to be. I'm a member of a lot of writing Facebook groups, and some of them are split by YA or adult or by genre, and you come across people from all walks of life at all different stages in their career. But there's nothing stopping you from connecting with people outside of your genre and age range. I follow people who write strictly adult, but I also have a lot of friends who write YA or even middle grade. There's no reason that because I write across genres that I have to stick to those who also write in crime mystery or paranormal or dystopian or sci-fi and fantasy. You can make friends with whoever you please, and if you don't want genre to matter, it doesn't have to. While there may be certain questions or help issues that you can only get from someone in your age and genre, that doesn't mean that there won't be tidbits or advice or support from people outside of those parameters. Everyone's writing journey is different, and I'd say that this applies to those who rapid release and those who don't, those who write fast and those who don't, those who are hugely popular and those who are just starting out. You don't only have to be friends with people on the exact same path as you, and you may find that by not applying limits to this, you'll reach out to more people who get the way you write. That's just my 2 cents on that. Number 3, don't be afraid to reach out in hashtags. This mostly applies to things like Twitter and Instagram. Only this last year or so, I've been taking part in some of the hashtag games on Twitter like Author Confession and the monthly LGBTQ one, depending on the time of year. I have once or twice also taken part in hashtag photo challenges on Instagram, and both of these are a great way to find people whose content you enjoy and who like what you're doing as well. I made a whole bunch of friends simply from reaching out in hashtags too. I've talked about this before, but hashtags on Twitter like Writing Life or Writing Community or Writing Problems can be a great way for you to find friends and people that you like and connect with. It can be a little daunting at first, but once you've made that leap to reach out, you might find yourself surrounded with writing friends who are happy to both support you as you write and along your writing journey, should that be something you wish to do. One of my good writing friends, Dalsa Saruno, was someone I met in a hashtag. From there the friendship grew, and she's a huge support to me both here on Authortube and outside of that. I've made other friends this way, both on Twitter and on Instagram, and it's a great thing to have a group of people who mix well and you know will support your work and journey. That said, number 4, it won't happen quickly, or it might. Don't worry if it takes time. It might be something that happens fast, or it might take a while for you to find the right people to click with. That doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong, or that there's no one out there who wants to be your friend. It might just mean that you're not reaching the right people. And that can be something that you can be fixed with a tweak to your attempts. For a long time, I didn't really know a lot of people on Authortube other than the huge channels, and I was, and still am really, a very small channel without much reach. But then I found a Facebook group, thanks to Dal, and because of that I now have a load of Authortube friends, and all of them are people I know that I wouldn't have met if I didn't tweak the way I was doing things. I talked at the beginning of the year about having an Authortube for 4 years. I also talked about the mistakes I made, and one of those wasn't connecting with the community. It took me a while to find people like Dal, who wasn't an Authortuber then, but is now, and because of that friendship, I was able to find more Authortubers. So if you feel like you're not reaching the right people, see what you might be able to tweak a little and see if that changes things. It might simply be that you're not engaging enough, or that your tweets are too spammy. It was a mistake that I made when I first started using Twitter as well. Learn from it, grow, and see about taking the right steps to correct that. And even when you do make those connections, it'll still take time and more to keep friends. I know that I don't often post chatty tweets, but I do talk to my friends there, and as I said, I do take part in certain hashtag games. Same with Instagram. I post daily and I update my stories as often as daily if at all possible. Keep at it and assess if things need to be changed. These things take time. And finally, number 5, keep trying. Like I said before, it can take time for you to make the friendships that you want, and part of that is reaching out and also being active on the social media you're using. A lot of the time people talk about offline writing friends, and while I know it's possible to make them, it's not something that I have a lot of experience with. Because of my disability, I'm mostly stuck at home and I can't just go to a writing group. However, the internet and social media has widened my circle of friends online, and some of whom I talk to outside of writing. Some of them have become firm friends and we've been talking for a long time. So even if it feels like you're not getting anywhere, just keep trying at it. I know it feels like maybe everyone else has these friends and you never will, but I guarantee that there are writers out there who feel the same and would love to chat with you. Writing is an isolating job in many ways, but it doesn't have to be. Making connections and friends online has led to me having CPs and betas, to having friends that I can pretty much talk to about anything. So even if it takes you a little longer than you'd like, keep going, you will get there. So there we have it. Those are my 5 tips and tricks when it comes to making writer friends. As I said, I stuck to mostly online because I don't have much experience with making writer friends offline. I know that you can do. I know there are writing groups and other such things. I mean, not right now in the time of the virus because I'm still inside. I don't know about everybody else. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to be open in the future. So if you want to talk about offline friends, then please do let me know in the comments down below. So that's all I've got time for today. If you want to support my channel, you can comment, like or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays. You can find me all over social media and my books are available everywhere. And don't forget to pre-order Cramping Chronicles The First Twinge, and if you do pre-order, don't forget to grab the swag. All the links to which are listed below. Thanks for watching and remember to keep writing. Bye!